Okay, 8amtrader.com. Just got a potential trade set up here, pointing out these, what I call the forest of candles. There is on the 8amtrader.com website a explanation for what these are and what the setup is. This is a bit on an opportunistic basis that I want to just do this video and just show again, but you can quite clearly see where the cursor is at the moment, where I put the cursor, that that's just about a prime entry position for, I said, my own little terminology, forest of candles. So taking the trade there, and at that point you can see you've got a sloping line of, here we go, a sloping line of candlestick wicks, and at this point here it's pretty obvious it's going to go down, so just waiting to get in with a stop loss and just see this trade out actually. So there is absolutely nothing about this whatsoever that says that it's going to go up in all the lines on the video. They were from something else I was looking at and I've just left them there. But here we go, you can start to see it goes down. So this will be the 6th candlestick leg if it forms. But again, that's what I'm looking at there, and this should stop round about here at that point and then should just reverse from there just about. It's obviously got to reach that price in order to come back down again and actually make the leg, but this is what I'm looking at here. Sloping candles, so there is nothing about this formation that says it's going to go up. It's definitely going to go down in the short term. So this is just a case of waiting this out at the moment, but it's a really powerful signal. I said it's on the 8am Trader website. It's normally a 5 candlestick leg setup with a confirmation bearish candle, or the opposite. It can be in the upwards direction as well, so you can do that and you can get a confirmation bullish candle which tells you that the price is about to go in the direction that you expected. So just waiting for this to form here, and it will probably, there we go, we've got a bearish candle forming pretty much on cue. So here, that's a bearish candle, and now it's going to be a case of waiting to make sure we've got enough headroom. You can see it's going to come around about there. Again, this is the line over here, and then this bearish candle, and now it should form and go past, actually it's quite helpful actually, past these the blue trend lines that I put in place. So I just need to make sure that don't get stopped out before it does finally go in its pretty much inevitable direction. You can see if you put the stop loss in too close, you'll just get stopped out of a really promising trade that's got an extremely high percentage of being profitable. Be nice if it just went down, but that doesn't normally happen. So here, okay, that's fine. It sometimes, you see, when you've got quite a large bearish candle, it will go down, it will go back up by 50%, but this one should now come down, I think. So we've got the red bearish candle, we've got the green reaction that goes up to 50-60%, probably one of those Fibonacci numbers as a percentage, and then the red one, which will should just go down and pass. I'm just waiting to, there we go, you can see it kind of pulsing, and it's going to go down. It's sort of testing a level. You can see it's testing in line with the trend lines. See, there's a sloping trend line up, but it's quite a bearish formation. It's actually formed anyway as a pattern, aside from all those candlestick wicks that are pretty much as sure sign as you're ever going to get that it's going in a particular direction, that you've reached a reversal point. Right, it just needs to break through here and then break slightly lower around about here. Once it breaks through and holds, So it's no good it breaking through and then reversing again. It needs to hold at that level. Once it does that, I think orders are in another place. I'm just going to place a stop loss in a minute once I get a little bit more room. And as the candle times out as well, so on the minute or close to on the minute, when I'm pretty confident that that candle's not going to suddenly turn, well, green would obviously be it's very unlikely, but you can see it hasn't held it at the moment. So it's all about the timing. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen right. This is towards the end of the candle. So there. So at the end of that candle, the last few seconds, the last 10 seconds or so, you can see the last 10 seconds it went down quite forcefully. So I feel pretty safe now that it's not going to reach the zero stop loss point. So this is just a case now of a bit of judgment about getting out and making sure that we maximise the opportunity. Again, it's gone up round about 50% of the way. That's just a natural reaction, but it shouldn't go much further. 50-60%. You can see it's actually reached the point there. You can see it's actually reached the point of the candlestick wicks that are. It just might go quite quickly, which is why I don't want to. It's reached the same point of those two candlestick wicks that are pointing downwards. What's really important, and so this probably should do the same as the other one, which is one long red, half a green, and then a red again, and comes down here. And once it takes out this level, just around here, there you go. And if it closes there, we've got at least another minute of some profit. So there you go. You can see it's edging down now. There's nothing to stop it now. Nothing very recent to stop it. So £100 in profit. Really want this minute to end. There you go. Got to keep an eye on the time. You've got to know where the candle is at the end. It's the last 10-15 seconds which is the most important. And you'll see that it starts off, sometimes it just goes in one direction, it's quite rare, or it will go up, it will go down, but it's the last 10 seconds will determine what happens in the next 10 seconds. So the last 10 seconds of one candle will give you a pretty good idea about what will happen in the next 10 seconds. It doesn't necessarily mean it will always follow. It might actually be telling you it will reverse, but the last 10 seconds are the most important because that defines the candle. So now just watching this and seeing if I can detect here where it's pulsing, where it's struggling now, where some buy orders are in, and it's going to reach an invisible barrier. It's got a bit further to go with a bit of luck. So that was a red. That doesn't look like it's, again, you get a bit of a reaction. It's got further to go. You're looking for it kind of significantly bouncing up and down, sort of off a level. That wasn't significant enough. That it's a bit nuanced, but you get a feeling for it. Don't always get it right, but I think this has got a bit further to go. Got a feeling it's 1 or 2 more minutes, and that's probably about it. Got just come down here ever so slightly, and it's struggling to go through this point. If it goes through, I think that's still got to go a bit further. Can't see that being a reversal, but you can see how much it's slowed down now. It was quite fast a couple of minutes. Well, what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes ago with that first really strong bearish candle. Classic setup. The Forest of Candles setup. Look on the website. I think it's under other signals. It's the only one that's on there at the moment. But see, this is really struggling now. I'm a bit of a quandary as to, is it going to go down any further? I think it's still going to go down. That doesn't look like if it ended up like that, that doesn't really look like a reversal to me. So here we go. Okay, but I don't think it's going to go down much more. So we get a little bit more out of this, and I'm probably going to call time on it. I mean, 2 reds. You've got 4 reds in a row. This is going to go down a bit further, but I think I'm going to grab this in a second. See what we can get. I'm probably not even going to wait the whole minute. Got a feeling it might reverse at the end of the minute. So keeping an eye on the clock as well. Probably close the trade sort of with more than 10 seconds to go, so just not in that zone. Could always be against you. Could always be those last 10 seconds it goes down even further and accelerates, but I think this is going to be yep, fine. £198. Okay, that's good for a few minutes work, and you can see it's around that level where the price doesn't want to go any further. So, yep, quite happy with that.